As a Christian entrepreneur, one thing we don't talk about enough is that tracking your finances is actually a sense of spiritual responsibility. And I'll tell you how in a minute. A lot of us pray for increase, pray for growth, pray for clarity, but we found out that when the money comes, there's no structure, there's no tracking, and there's no clarity. And the truth about all of this is that God doesn't bless confusion. What He blesses is stewardship. How well out do we manage the money that God gives us? That is the first thing we have to know. Today, I'm going to be teaching you three different ways you can start managing your finances as a Christian entrepreneur. Hi, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is where you are. My name is Tessie Ahiwe, and if this is your first time seeing this beautiful face or coming across this channel, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we talk all things faith, business, and lifestyle. And today we're talking about how to track your finances as a Christian entrepreneur. Let me take a sip of my. Mm. Anyways, a lot of business owners find it very difficult. I mean, when I started at my business initially, I wasn't tracking my finances at all. And I was wondering, where is all my money going? Am I saving enough? Am I putting in money in places where it should go? But I had to learn and then begin to track my finances. And so today I'm going to teach you three ways you can start managing your finances better as a Christian business owner. Before I start, I'd like to say this: before you can get to the point where you track your finances, you really have to see your business as a resource from God. You cannot simply assume that, oh, it's just my money. You have to change your mindset around it and say, okay, this is the amount of money, or this is money that God has entrusted to me to manage. The way that we steward the money that God gives us shows how He gives us more. And that alone can push us to be more intentional about we handle our money in business. Number one is separate your business money. Separate your business money. Yes, very cliche. We all know this. I can tell that you already know this, but it is very important. It's a very important financial practice to separate your business money from your personal money. Even if you're just starting out your business, have a separate account. For instance, for us here in Nigeria, you can easily open a money point account for your business that you know that, okay, this money is actually going directly to the business. Now, what this does is that it helps you avoid unnecessary spending, know exactly how much is coming into the business, and stay organized from the beginning. Once the money is mixed, confusion starts. So it's very, very important that you have a separate account. Even if you're not able to get like a proper business account, have a designated account that you know that, okay, this account is strictly for my business. I currently am still working on getting, a business account because the process is quite tedious. However, I realized something quickly, and what I realized was that I have multiple accounts, right? And so I have a particular account that is dedicated to receiving money from my clients. So when that money comes in, I know that, okay, this is my business money. This is not my money. If it's in my OPay, I can say, okay, yes, it's my money. But once it's in that my account, I cannot say it is my money because I know that that money belongs to the business and I have no business touching the money. So this is a very important financial practice. Number two is to track every single transaction. Now, backstory, initially, I didn't used to track. I think my previous video, I mentioned how I started tracking my business. And what I simply did was I went onto ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT for a simple Excel sheet format that I can use to track my business. And it just simply came up with something, and I was able to use this to track my finances. It's very simple. You know your expenses, you know how much is coming in. Okay, this is cash flow. What is cash flow? Money in, money out. How is money coming in? You write down how much is coming in, write down how much is leaving, and then write down how much you're making expenses. And what this helps you do over time is that it helps you to see the progress that your business is making. When I sat down to actually do the tracking of my finances, I realized that my business was actually making more money than I even thought. So it's good to sit down, track it, and then you can see all the numbers, you can see where everything is going, and you can see how much income your business is making over time. If you need this simple tracker, you can drop a message in the comments and I'll be happy to send you mine. And I cannot emphasize the importance of being disciplined in doing this, because you have to track, you have to save, and you have to ensure that you're spending that money wisely. Because without discipline, increase becomes temporary. Number three, be structured with your payments by using invoices. As a Christian in business, how you operate speaks volumes about your business. When you are structured and professional, it reflects excellence. Even in something as simple as how you collect payment or send invoices, it matters a lot. Being a Christian doesn't mean that you have to be disorganized in business. Maybe you're reaching out to somebody and you just give them the price. Guys, this is 2026. Let us bring a bit of steeze into how we present our business. And that is one of the reasons I'd like to introduce you to the sponsors of today's video, a web application called Invoice Ninja. Invoice Ninja is a Christian owned invoicing web application that you can use to keep proper records for your business. Invoice Ninja helps you to create professional invoices within 60 seconds. It helps you stay organized without stress. You can create professional invoices, track payments easily, and actually see what is coming in. It just brings order to your finances. And the catch here is that you can do that in simply 60 seconds. If you want to use this web application, simply head on to www.invoiceninjaapp.com, create an account in seconds, and start showing up professionally. At the end of the day, growth in business is not just about prayer, it's also about stewardship. When you manage little well, you position yourself well to receive more. All right, guys, we have come to the end of this video, and if this video was any help to you at all, do well to share it to somebody, a fellow Christian entrepreneur. It might be exactly what they need right now. Also, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.